Okay. Ohayo gozaimasu, if I'm mistaken. I will not be delivering this talk in Japanese because those are the few key Japanese words I know. Okay. So, talking about leadership in the 21st century, we can't run away from the challenges that's faced by the leaders in the 21st century. The challenges could include, we now have higher customer expectations. We have a general shift in attitudes among generations. We have the social media frenzy, all within to sustain and have a sustainability in our business. Now, when we talk about generations, we have the boomers, we have the Generation X, we have the traditionals, and also the Generation Ys. A lot of talks, a lot of research has been said about Generation Y. The challenge to recruit Generation Y. The challenge to monitor Generation Y, to engage with Generation Y. Also known, referring to millennials. They call Generation Y the millennials. But I think millennials, this is the generation is referred to. Now, I think that a lot of leaders having challenges out there is because we lack information of Generation Y. So we seek to understand them better and use the strength that this generation have to fulfill your objective of the business itself. Okay, the clicker is clicking. Yeah. Do that. This is what Americans call you guys, dude. All right, and sometimes James calls me dude. All right, so understanding the millennial mindset. Now, what I want to share today is that I want to share you who is the millennials itself and what are the other generations involved. Some information about the millennials. And in the middle of the talk, I'm going to do some assessment to your leadership, actually. So we're going to assess your leadership, and we're going to see that whether your leadership can be adapted to the millennials' attributes, actually. Okay, so first up, understanding the millennial mindset. We say why to certain things, but the millennials say why not. For everything that you do, the millennial will ask you for a reasoning, for a reason. They want reasoning, and the reasoning must be logic. That's how you move Generation Y. Right? So you just can't give any excuses or process without giving them the reasons, the logic towards it. This is the baseline for understanding Generation Y. Now, a big picture of all the generations involved. We have the traditionals born from 1922 to 1944. We have the boomers, 45 to 61. We have the Gen X, 62 to 79. And I'm part of the last generation of Generation X. And we have the millennials, 80 to 2000. And the guys, the next generation born after 2000 are called super millennials. And my kid back home will be referred as to Generation Z later on. So, there are triggers to these generations. For example, traditionals, these are the depression areas. Boomers went through the World War. Gen X witnessed the Vietnam War. And for millennials, the start of it is the Asian financial crisis. Facebook. Okay, these are the characteristics of Generation Y. And you can see the notables. Those are the people who make history during each generation. Now, percentage of total adults, there is a study, okay? We have 19% of adults are traditionals. We have 34% of adults are boomers. We have 20% of adults are Generation X, and 26% of adults are on the millennial side. So what does this tell us? They are flooding the market. They are entering into the work market, and sooner or later, like it or not, you're going to manage them. You have to recruit them to sustain your business in the future. Now, one particular thing about the millennials, they have the numbers, they have the education. Because this generation has the privilege to go through a structured education process. While Generation X, they might learn from experience, from the streets, rank and file, but the millennials have the privilege to go through the education process. And that makes an impact, as we can see in the social media frenzy. Now, these are some of characteristics of Generation X. Let's see what it is. One of the things I want to highlight for Generation X is that they are not threatened by authority. So if you give an instruction or something like that, they are fearless of your authority. But Generation X is individualized and independent. And I see a lot of Generation X in this room itself. This is the core of your success. This is the core that moves you. This is the key drivers that motivates you. As we can see Anne-Marie just now, okay? These are the key factors to their success. And they believe in action over words, and you don't have to supervise Generation X. Tell me what to do, I'll do it. Just give me some guidelines, and then I'll learn through it. Simple. That's Generation X for you. Now, how about the millennials? What are the characteristics of the millennials? Okay, if you see, the first word that I bold in blue is birthdays takes entire week. So what happens if you don't wish a millennial on their Facebook? You get removed from the friend list, right? This is what happened to me, to my wife. Right? So you need to wish these people on Facebook, make it big on social media, all right? Have a very good party to celebrate the birthdays of millennials. They are open-minded and multicultural. They are very politically active. They want to know the policy of the government, what the government wants to do about it. Okay, as we can see in some countries, government being toppled because of the millennials, right? They are extremely tech-savvy. Okay, gadget is a must. It's not a luxury anymore for millennials. Okay, they value job satisfaction over money or opportunity. You don't pay me well, it's okay, but I love the job. I want to do the job. Now, if you relate it back to the technology era, there are a lot of open source applications right out there, correct? It's free for you to download. Do you know who created these apps? Who developed these apps? Do they get money when they create these apps? No, right? This is how Facebook started. Okay, Mark Zuckerberg was doing the Facebook for free because he likes it, and it becomes viral after that. And now with smartphones, you can see a lot of apps in the market being given free of charge. That's called job satisfaction. And millennials need a lot of supervision and guidance. Just like Anne-Marie was saying just now in her talk, you need to guide them through every process, A to Z. 1, 2, 3. After 3 is what? What do you do after this? What do you do after that? The entire roadmap. And we're going to do some roadmaps in the afternoon during the workshop sessions, actually. Now, when we talk about the benefits, job satisfaction over money or opportunity, now how do you recruit these people? Now, a lot of time when we do business opportunity programs, BOPs, career talk, we talk about money, right? The sky is the limit. You can have a lot of money. You can have a lot of free time. You are financially independent, free of debts and everything. Now, why don't we focus on the benefits and not just the commissions when we recruit when we recruit millennials, actually? Congratulate them, their achievement in a different perspective. Now, when we celebrate our success, it must be a big success to be celebrated. But different from millennials, you got to celebrate each and every small achievement before you celebrate their big achievement, step by step again. For example, achieving certain commission will translate in certain premiums, which translates how many clients we serve and protected. For example, in your agency, you can say, look, This year, we collected this much of production, this much of premium. But in the process of getting the premiums from the clients, we actually help a lot of clients to protect. We help 1,000 customers to get policies, 1,000 customers to get coverage from us. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. How to serve the community back according to your agency geographically. Now, the goals for Generation X and the millennials are different. Let's see what's the response towards these characteristics. Generation X, 62% wants to get rich. Of course, everybody wants to get rich. 39% wants to be famous. Now, what about the millennials? Yes, they want to get rich, they want to get famous, but the percentage increases. They want to get rich and they want to get famous at the same time. So if we have agents in the millennials, and if you are a millennial in this room, you can see there's a lot of postings on Facebook when you attend conferences, when you achieve certain things in your life, certain things in your career, because getting rich and getting famous is the most two powerful combination that a millennial must have. So if you are management, you need to take these two and put it into your reward programs or incentive programs. This is what I'm talking about, goals. We can't run away from the social frenzy, social media frenzy that's being created and hyped up by the millennials. We have the social media and internet. You have all the stats over here. Bottom line, they are connected to the web and social media 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Okay, 81% have a profile on social media website. 31% check it several times per day, and I saw it in the room itself. 24% have posted a video of themselves online. I hear some laughing over there. Did you put in your video online in the past 24 hours? I guess so, right? Sorry. And 59% get their news from the internet, and 32% of millennials have watched a video online in the past 24 hours, thanks to Facebook, thanks to WhatsApp, okay, and thanks to all the social media platforms that we have today. Now, these are some useful information for you to know to manage millennials. If you want to get along with them, work with them, or maybe even sell something to them. First thing up, if you are a millennial, millennials are more technology advanced because they are digital natives. It means they have a lot of gadgets. It means if you want to communicate with them, you got to go through the social media platform. You can't use the traditional ways anymore. Okay? An email is considered traditional in the world of millennials. Okay? People rarely use emails except for official communications. And I know for a fact in my country, we use a lot of this WhatsApp group to manage agents. Okay? My development executives, my area managers use a lot of WhatsApp to communicate faster. Okay? To send posters faster, to send information faster. Okay? Now, so understand that you need to adapt to their media channels. This is what I'm talking about on the digital native side. They are team-oriented. Okay? Millennials grew up on teams. Okay? Now, they can't work independently. For millennials, they can't work independently. First of all, you need to build relationships with them. When you move these people, you need to move these people in groups. There's a group of threes, there's a group of twos, and this is what we did in our agency transformation plan back in Malaysia. We have group of threes in our ATP program. Why? Because these people need to move by groups. Now, there's pros and cons when you move these people in groups. If you move these people in group of non-productive agents, you won't get any results. So the idea when you do groups is to have a change agent. You have one person who can influence the rest of the groups to move towards your business objective. That's the main purpose. That's number one. Number two, when you have the people moving groups, you need to change the groups alternatively or subsequently. You can't have the same group over and over again. Why? Because if some people advances, then it's not relevant for them to be in the same group. You got to push them higher. This is what I'm talking about, team orientation. Okay? Try it out. I tried it out. It works. Because currently I'm recruiting direct leaders under the direct appointment programs in my company, and this is one of my methods of pushing these people actually. But don't be afraid to do mistakes. It'll be a try and error first. It's okay. Just move them along. Number three, the millennials are conservative and ecological. It means that they don't see race, they don't see religion, they can work with anybody. Okay, race and religion, culture, is not a barrier for these people to work along. This is what we mean by millennials. You know why? Because they are connected globally. Okay? They can understand a country's culture even if they're not going to the country itself. These are the strong points for millennials actually. Number four, this is very important. And this is what I learned through my experience. This is called privacy paradox. Now, a lot of millennials, their parents, they didn't have a lot of kids, right? So millennials grew up with siblings of maybe 2 or 3 maximum, compared to the older generations when we have siblings of 8, 7, 10, right? So when millennials have these small families, they don't have a lot of siblings, they tend to have their own privacy. They have their own bedrooms, okay? They have their own space. Now, they value this privacy. So in context of insurance, when you want to move these people, you got to give space for them to actually grow themselves or develop themselves. And you got to give space for millennials to actually make mistakes along the way. Now, yesteryears, when we did business, okay, Generation X and above, give a target, give some knowledge, give maybe a bit of guidance, and go do business. I don't care how you get the business, just bring the business back, and that's what I want to hear. But with millennials, you have to give some space for them to learn, actually. And sometimes it may be time-consuming, but you have to bear that. You have to be patient with these people. Okay? There must be room for improvement and development. And Anne-Marie talked about this when she said that a new agent must have a solid roadmap. This is what I'm trying to imply. Having a roadmap, but having some space for them to develop within that roadmap. So these are the key features of millennials, actually. Interesting. Millennials like their parents. Okay? For us, or maybe Generation X and above, we don't want to be associated with our parents. Come on. Okay? If possible, try to distance ourselves from our parents. But millennials like their parents. They do activities with their parents. They go shopping with their parents. Okay? And they are friends with their parents, on Facebook. Okay? They communicate with their parents on social media. Okay? So recently, I had my birthday last month. Okay? And I was going to office that morning, and I reached office, and my Facebook prompted me. There's somebody posting on my timeline. To my surprise, my mother wished happy birthday to me on Facebook. It was a surprise to me, man. And my mother is around 66 years old. So she's getting on the social media frenzy altogether. Okay? This is how we move. Okay? Now, how do you relate to your agency? How do you want to use this as a strength to bring out the best in the millennials in your agency? Well, I have an idea. Why don't we have the beneficiaries and parents attend your meetings? We have not done this before, right? It's not logical to bring their mothers and fathers to the meeting, right? So you can have a meeting. For example, a millennial have achieved a certain target or certain incentive, qualified for a certain incentive, and you want to celebrate. Why don't you just bring their parents all together into the meeting? Have a short meeting, have a short announcement, give some prizes or something like that, and have some food all together, right? Maybe lunch or dinner. Okay? Now, when their parents come, they see life insurance has a future. This is what we want to instill in these parents. Because they like their parents, they are close to their parents. Why don't we use the parents to motivate these people, to drive these people? And I've done it before, but I've not used parents for direct appointments. I use their spouses. Okay? I encourage their spouse to participate in our maybe trips or something like that. And during the trips, I persuade them, look, your wife or your husband can go further. Okay? Use them as your motivator towards the agents itself. Turn it into a regular occurrence. The key is not just the event, but part of the fabric of your culture. It becomes your culture. You're also close to the parents of these millennials, actually. Okay, let's go style number 1. Style A. That is autocratic or authoritarian. Authoritarian. That's how you say it. Now, this autocratic style, one of the things I want to highlight in this style is that the agents or the employees are just a replaceable resource and not the core of the organization. What does this statement mean? If you have an agent who's productive and doesn't want to do business, forget about him. I can get another agent, I can train him. Okay? That's the first style. You have an agent, he's producing for you before, now he's no longer producing for you. Let him go, I can take a new one. Okay? For me, a leader with this style, agent is only a resource, an asset, a replaceable asset. Number 2, it's given by higher hierarchical level to the lower ones. It's a one-way communication for autocratic leaders. The concept of employee or agent satisfaction does not hold importance for such a manager. So I don't care what you think, just do business for me and produce and produce. That's it. If you have a feedback, I don't want to hear about it. This is called autocratic leadership. So for some of the examples of autocratic leadership is given in the picture itself. Okay? And Bill Gates is one of the leaders who have this style. Now, if you have a style, doesn't mean that you can convert your style or you can adapt your style. This is natural. This is your natural style, actually. Right? The second style will be bureaucratic leadership. Now, what does this mean? Bureaucratic leaders work by the book. They follow the book, and they follow the book. That's it. They follow the same process. They follow the book. My boss is a bureaucratic leader, but he adapts with other styles as well. By nature, he's bureaucratic. So everybody knows he's bureaucratic now. Okay? The third style is paternalistic style. From my experience, this is where I found a lot of leaders having this style, actually. What does this style tell us? They are like parents rather than a boss, okay? They believe in top-down as well as bottom-up communication. The agents cling to the leaders a lot in these styles, okay? The agents, they hang out to the leaders too much on this style. If the leader doesn't move, the agent doesn't move. That's how this style is explained. So from my experience, from Malaysia, I have one leader like this. He's a productive leader. He recruits well. He is also a very good personal producer. But recently, he had an accident. He broke his arm. So he was hospitalized for 2 months. Now, what happened to the agents? They did not move at all, because they are too dependent on the leader with every sales activity, with every recruitment activities, with every training itself, that when the leaders cannot move because of the hospitalization, the agents just don't do nothing. Yeah, sleeping, correct, correct. Now, my question is that, if leaders have this kind of style, and for some other reasons, the leader might be hospitalized, or maybe having health issues, or maybe having some personal problems, or maybe family problems, what do? You can't move the leader, right? They have some issues to address too. How do you move the agents? Because the agents are not independent enough to move. And they cling to the leader, and if even you call for training or try to move these agents won't respond. So this is a very not so good style, actually. It's a risky style, actually, right? The fourth style will be democratic. The management allows the employee or agents to voice their opinions. It is also known as participative style. They communicate openly and freely with each other. This style is the most liked by the millennials, actually. Okay? You have a business objective. You communicate the business objective to the agents, and you're open to discuss it. And democratic leaders, they emphasize on the belief system. They make the agents believe that they can produce, they can have success in their careers. This is what democratic leaders do, actually. So this is one of the most preferably styles by the millennials. And we have the last, laissez-faire style. Now, what does laissez-faire means? It's giving something to go into their own course without interfering or intervention. Now, this is a good style. It's very liberal. But it has its setback. The agents can take advantage if you have this kind of styles. So, for example, Google practices this kind of management. You're free to do whatever project you want to do, but I want results. But you don't monitor in between the process, actually. So you might have a very good result or a very good product, but you might have nothing at all. This is a very risky style. But if you combine this style with other styles, it can be a very good style. For example, you might have a laissez-faire style, but you combine it with democratic and a bit of bureaucratic style, right? Because sometimes agents need to follow by the book. So what I'm saying today is that you guys in this room have a lot of styles, but you can adapt to other styles accordingly to manage your agents, actually. Okay? Find the best style that suits you, maybe a combination of 2 or 3 styles that suits to manage your millennial agents, actually. Right? Now, let's go back to the slides. Number 6 out of 10 things you need to know about millennials. Their value authenticity. Now, what does this mean? When you communicate targets or you communicate incentives or goals or progress, make it clear. You must make it clear. If you do this kind of thing, or if you do this kind of activities, or you do this kind of effort, this is the possible results that will come to you. Number 1. Number 2, you also need to communicate the consequences if you don't do this kind of thing. For example, if you don't deliver certain things, certain targets, these are the consequences that your agents will face. For example, if you don't reach the target for the premiums or persistency or whatever production that you need, you might get penalized by the company. So it's straightforward communication, and they appreciate that. So for me, leaders, you need to equip, you need to support, and you need to reward. Always remember that. That will be your mantra forever. Equip the agents, support the agents, and reward the agents. Remember these 3 things. And you can have agents like Anne-Marie. Now, rewarding can be subjective, right? But you need to reward these people. In the end, if the agent does not produce for you, and you want to get rid of the agent from your agency, don't just get rid of him like that. He can be your friend, actually, right?
I have a doubt here.
Yeah.
If I fail to reward the person whom I have said, am I going to get the same result like you failed to message on his birthday, on the FB?
So let me understand your question. If you fail to reward,
In the sense, I'm supposed to do it, but I, somewhere,
okay.
was busy with the thing that I've not done it on time.
Right, understand your question. When you, yes, James? Okay. The gentleman over here asked the question, if I fail to reward, correctly? On time, do I face?
The same consequence of failing to message on his birthday on FB?
Okay. So he's asking if I fail to reward on time, does he face the same consequences of not wishing a birthday on Facebook? Correct. There's 2 things over here. Okay? Wishing birthday is compulsory, my friend. Okay? If you're a friend on the Facebook, it's compulsory. It's not rewarding. Okay? Rewarding can be very subjective. For example, people always think about rewarding in monetary, right? You can reward non-monetary things also. Your support is also your reward. Okay? Your engagement is also your reward. Your attention to the agent is also a reward. And you helping maybe some family members of the agents is also a reward. Okay? Don't limit the reward to monetary itself only. Because again, millennials, they sometimes value money, they value out of money. They value something more than money, actually.
But how do they react? If at all I have it, how do they react? Because we don't know.
The rule of thumb to engage with millennials, okay, as this gentleman was asking, how do we reward them? Treat the agents as your friend.
No, but how do they react to this? If at all we fail to do it, how would
Okay.
they react? That's the question.
I want to answer your question by a question. Okay, you have best friends, right? Of course, in this room you have your best friend, your buddies that will go through you in every moment, lah, be it hard or be it easy, lah. Now, sometimes you give advice to your friends in a hard way, right? Because you love your friends, right? They might not like it, but they accept it because it comes from a very good friend, right? Correct? And they don't have anything against you, right? It's the same principle that you apply when you engage with millennials, actually. The same principles. Okay? You are a partner in my agency. I'm your friend also. Let's do business together. And if you can produce, okay, we'll be friends. Because we might not know that maybe in the future he becomes your top agent again. Or he might refer you to a bigger client, or bigger premiums, or help you to become a warm nominator to recruit. So don't limit the potential of that guy in the future. Be friends. And I know certain leaders are practicing this in Malaysia, actually. Okay, when they do recruitments, they call up their agents back 5 years ago because they are friends. And sometimes they give very good leads because they value your friendship, actually. Right, thank you for the question, by the way. Okay, number 7, they are programmed. What do I mean by program? Millennials are programmed, scheduled, and committed. Okay? Now, this relates back to the training itself. You need to focus on training. You need to have a structured training program for millennials. Step 1 is what? Step 2 is what? Step 3 is what? Then after 6 months is what? Then what's the net cost for agents within 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? Whatever I said is being emphasized in Anne-Marie's talk previously. Okay? And they need professional trainings, actually. For millennials, you need to do a lot of refresher trainings. Yes, I've given you this knowledge. I need to do a refresher on that knowledge. Again and again and again. You must understand the attention span of a millennial is lower than the next generation, actually. Okay? So have a professional training, have a third-party professional coach to help you in your agency, and have a structured training programs. They value the programs that you give to them, okay? Because they want to look like a professional, actually. Let's sidetrack a bit, okay? I want to talk a bit about perception. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to have some slides over here with statements, A or B. I'm going to flash the slides for 6 seconds, and you need to choose A or B. Simple as that. Okay? Whenever I put up a slide, there's 2 statements, A and B. You need to choose one, either A or B. Okay? Ready? Ready, yeah? 6 seconds starts now. Okay, your time is up. How many of you choose A? Can I know? A, put up your hands, A. Come on. Only one person, right? How many of you chose B? How many of you didn't do anything? Okay, let's go over the statements. A, over the next 30 days, I'll give you $1,000 a day. What's the total? It's $30,000, right? Over the next 30 days, I'll give you 1 cent on the first day, 2 cents on your second day, 4 cents on the third day, 8 cents and 4th day, and so on until every day. Now, do you have anything in mind how much the total will be for statement B? How much? Roughly. Just guess. What's the guess from this table? How much for statement B? Don't know? No idea? Okay, Malaysian team. 1 million. Anybody wants to go higher than that? It will give you approximately 5 million. It's 5 million. Now, this is called, okay. Clap. Okay, this is called exponential growth. Now, I use this example to relate back to your recruitment. When you recruit new agents, you spend a lot of time on resources, right? Your time, your money, your energy, your attention, and everything. So this new agent doesn't give you much result instantly, right? Compared to you monitoring and pushing existing agents. But if you do it right the first place, you have the process right for these agents to be developed in the initial stage, you have more to come in your business in the long run, actually. So always remember when you do recruitment, always remember this concept, exponential growth. And always remember this statement. Okay? Do it right the first time, and your agents can give you millions in the coming years. I know that you experience some of the agents. Continue what you do. Right? So, ready for the second statement? 6 seconds, rules apply. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many of you chose A?
I think the 6 seconds is not good enough for me.
Yes, that's the reason why I give you 6 seconds. Read it fast. Okay, you want to see again? Okay, I'll give you another 6 seconds. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who chose A? Hands up. Who chose A? Come on, put it higher, put it higher. Everybody got their tea break just now, right? Okay. Okay, higher, A. Who chose B? Oh, that's 50-50% of choices in the room. Right, let's go through the statement again. Option A, For example, there's a disaster happening in your area, and you're the rescue team to go there. Option A saves 200 lives, correct? Option B says, offers a 33% chance that all 600 people will survive, and 66% chance that no one will survive. The answer is the same. A is 200, B is also almost 200 people. This is called framing, actually. The way you communicate it in a simple way, actually. Correct? So a lot of people like to use percentage, make it complex, make life insurance agent a very, I don't know, something big. You need to communicate simpler to the agents. Targets must be defined and communicate in a simple way. This is called framing. Even nowadays, if you see, there's a trend in the social media that people use infographic right now, correct? A lot of companies out there, or a lot of parties out there is communicating through infographics because it's easier to get people's attention. There's graphic, there's numbers, there's a simple statement actually. And my team in Malaysia, we are trying to adapt to that style. When we communicate to the agents, we use infographic. Okay, we use all the black man and everything, percentage, numbers, and we highlight using colors so that when people have a look at our posters or our communication deck, they can understand instantly. So leaders can understand instantly, betterly, and communicate to the agents instantly. Because you can't have a lot of information, jumble up information on the social media actually. Make things simpler, go to the web and refer to infographics for a reference actually. Okay, ready for the last statement? Ready, yeah? This is your stock option. These are actual stock options on the Hong Kong index. So, I'm giving you $100,000 to buy shares. There's six shares to be purchased. You can only choose 3 shares to be bought. Choose only 3. You can start choosing right now 3 shares that you would like to purchase. Yeah, write it down. Write it down. Okay, these are abbreviation for actual stocks in the Hong Kong index. Okay, so I didn't put in the company's name. I just put their abbreviation. So, choose 3 stock options that you want to purchase. Done? Okay. How many of you chose the first 3 up there? The upper one, IX, YS, EMPH, and XSL. Put up your hands. Yeah, I know the results actually. How many of you chose the lower ones? Hasi, Jasso, and OLED. Okay, for your information, the ones with the weird names and the weird words are doing much better than the Hasi, Jasso, OLED actually. Because we tend to do a lot of familiarization. What do we mean by familiarization? When you were an agent before, you were taught in a certain manner, and you use the same method to train your agents, right? So you need to adapt to change. Run away or break away with what you are familiar with. Okay? There are some methods, old school methods that you can use, but you need to adapt to new school methods. This is what I'm talking about in familiarization. Thank you very much for participating. I'm not done yet. Thank you very much for participating in the slides. All right? Okay, let's go on. They are measured. They are measured because millennials are exam-oriented. Okay? They need results in their life to go on. Okay? Go into kindergarten, go into primary school, higher secondary school. Okay? Go to university, become a doctor or lawyer. Simple as that, right? Okay, that's what the parents are programming into the millennials. So they are measured. So whenever they set measurement and metric, state your case in quantitative terms so that they would understand and be afraid to put any marketing claim in numerical. Meaning that when you communicate clearly in numerical numbers. For example, I want 4 cases a week. I want 8 cases a month. I want 20,000 premium in 2 weeks. I need 60,000 in 3 months. Those kind of numerical communications, actually. I want to have a persistency of 85%, 86%, 86.5% in the next 6 months. You need to communicate in numerical, and because they measure everything. What better way to measure these people than putting in a MDRT culture, actually. You heard Anne-Marie talk about MDRT. She's the product of this measurement. Promote heavily on your membership in your agency office, and you can use the experience program to help on your agency. Because you see, MDRT is the biggest certification for our career in this industry. For engineers, they have their IR in senior. For doctors, they have their specialists. For architects, they have their own professional certifications, and so on. Even for computer people, they have their own professional certifications. How do we certify ourselves in this industry? This is how we do it. Promote MDRT. That would be your biggest achievement in your career to start off with. Number 9, they are most privileged. They don't see it that way. They are born with computers, cell phone, and devices. So when you want to reward these people with gadgets, these are not luxuries. These are must-have items. So try to find a more creative way to reward your agents. And the best creative way is to go back to the basics of engagement and relationship. That's the best thing. Because I've experienced this before. We give gadgets for rewards. Nobody's taking up the challenge. Okay? We give devices, and they just say, it's outdated. It's not the latest version, correct? So you can't keep up with technology. For example, if you want to reward a Samsung S4 right now, okay, if you give me certain premiums, we're going to reward you. The next day, you know, S5 is out. Next day, you know, S8 is out. Okay? So this is what I mean by their privilege. So you need to ramp it up to impress a millennial, because they also have expectation of technology and advancing technology frontier, actually. Now, I have a video on Facebook. It's quite funny. Let's have a look at the video, actually. Can we have the video, please?
Hey, want to take a go Facebook find lah.
Where's what book?
Facebook lah.
Hello, I'm looking for a book.
What book?
Facebook.
Singapore seniors need you. Senior and tech savvy? Then join the Golden Gurus. Apply now.
So I think this room is okay. We don't have these traditionals over here, right? Okay? So it's just a funny thing about, I got this video, so I thought it was funny, I want to share with you. Okay? So everything is on Facebook right now, right? So remember, my mother also wished me birthday on my Facebook, right? Let's look what they say on the insurance and takaful industry. What do the millennials say about insurance and takaful? Now, there was a survey done by the Griffin Insurance Education Foundation, and there are some interesting facts that I want to share with you on the general attitudes towards insurance industry, actually. Number 1, type of works that millennials say will interest them. Number 1 would be solving problems. And we are solving people's problem outside there by giving them coverage. So you need to communicate with your agents. Look, we are also a problem solver, but we are a financial problem solver, actually. That's why Anne-Marie was saying, not salesmen, but consultants. Okay? Number 2, expecting working hours. They expect flexible hours, 34%, and 35% mainly flexible hours. That gives you around maybe 60% of millennials wanting flexible jobs. A career in the insurance industry can give you that flexibility. That's how you communicate when you do your recruitment. Appealing job opportunities, a job that allows me to satisfy personal financial needs and live my life as I want. So you do good, you get good commissions, high commissions, you overcome your personal problems on financial needs, and you can live as you like, okay, and gain knowledge along the way. These are the terms that you might use or can use when you do recruitment, actually. Resource used to research potential careers. They refer to friends and families. This is your biggest resource for recruitment, actually. Those days, we were using third parties. We put up ads in the paper. We put on banners, right? Don't waste your money anymore. You need to go back to the organic source. That is your friends and families, actually. This will give you the most quality agents. This will give you the most good leads. Use them as warm nominators for your recruitment resource, actually. Familiarity with the insurance industry, over 70% does not know anything about the insurance industry. So when you talk to these people, talk the same language as these people. Make it simple. Okay? Don't use words as persistency, production. They don't know about anything about insurance, actually. You need to educate them before you can recruit these people. Remember, when you want to recruit a millennial, educate them about insurance before you recruit them. Because they don't know anything about the insurance altogether. Now, I want to play a game. I see you guys start to get boring or hungry, I don't know. All right? I want to test your leadership. We learned about leadership just now. And I'm going to call 4 volunteers. Okay, 2 from India and 2 from Malaysia. Can we have 2 volunteers from India to come up? Okay, give a big hand to this gentleman. I need 1 more from India. And you can give the mic. 1 more from India? Yes. Thank you. Okay, for the next 2 from Malaysia, I'm dictating the volunteers. Can we have Encik Azam to come on the stage? And Mr. Guruna Naidu to come on the stage. Okay, give me 1 minute to give some instruction to these people, and we start the game, right? Can you mute my mic for a while? Oh. Okay. Come over here. Okay, you know what to do, right? Okay, so as long as people don't, you sit down, people don't sit down with you and ask you to go out, right? Okay, done, sampai 3 orang panggil tu jangan. Sampai, alright. Yeah? Can we cut off the mic for a while? Okay, done? No, it's not done. Cut off the mic for a while for me to give the instructions to these people. The objective of the game is very simple. We have Mr. Gulnai Naidu on the floor. He's sitting down. He doesn't want to get up. And the job of these 3 gentlemen is to persuade him to get up. Simple. Right? Using whatever means, using whatever things that they think will make him stand up. Okay, I'll give the guys 3 rounds, starting from Encik Azam. Okay, so before that, let them introduce themselves. Azam, you want to introduce yourself to the room?
Yeah, hello. So my name is Encik Azam. So I'm from Etika Takaful, from Malaysia.
Okay, big hand to Encik Azam.
Hi friends, I'm Gurmeet Singh, representing IDBI Federal from India.
A big hand to Mr. Gurmeet.
Hi everybody, I'm Girish here. I represent IDBI Federal India.
Okay, let's wish all the best to the gentlemen, and Azam, you can start to persuade Guna Naidu to stand up. This is round 1. Let's test their leadership. Say it through the mic, so people can listen. You must communicate through the mic.
I'm aware this is a strategy of myself.
Oh, okay.
So,
but still,
dinner
whatever
to plan.
strategy you use, you need to say it on the mic.
Ask me to sleep. Sleep. I'm tired. I'm now playing for Facebook. Facebook more important than that. For me, Facebook important lah. I'm doing chatting lah. Chatting. Cannot. No, chatting is more important.
Okay, Mr. Azam, your time is up. Round 1, Mr. Gurmeet, you can have an attempt to ask Guna Naidu to stand up.
We can do anything we feel like.
No physical contact, of course. Don't touch him.
I'm tired.
There's a snake behind you.
No, I'm tired. Sorry. I'm tired.
Okay, your time is up, Mr. Gurmeet. Girish, you can attempt. This is the first round, guys. Say it through the mic.
Hi friend, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
I guess we got
Say it through the mic. People want to...
No. I'm looking my new girlfriend lah. I'm talking to my new girlfriend. No. Girlfriend. Oi, girlfriend.
Okay, Mr. Girish, your time is up. Thank you very much. Your time is up. First round, everybody fails to attempt to get Guna Naidu to get up. We're going to second round. Mr. Azam, you want to try again? Please communicate to the mic so the room can hear what you're saying, right? So for your...
Don't just keep, don't
sit down.
They can use whatever means. They can bribe Guna Naidu to also stand up.
They ask me to bribe, so I don't want to bribe you. Better get up.
No, I have to sit down because...
Okay, thank you, Mr. Azam. Mr. Gurmeet, you're up. Use whatever means, no physical contact, to get Naidu up.
It's your nation's pride, please come.
Cannot. Very sorry. No, my attitude have to sit down. No, cannot. Friend not important, sit down is more important. No, sorry. No, because I'm tired.
No, you should just...
No, sorry.
Okay, your time is up, Mr. Gurmeet. Thank you for the attempt. Grish, this is the second round, I'm giving them 3 rounds to do it.
Jump together, sleep. Yes. No, I'm sharing regarding my future.
What do you do actually? You know, like you look to be really enjoying your life.
I'm enjoying with my new girlfriend because every minute I got new girlfriend.
What does she do? You know, probably we can check it out together. We walk around and we talk or something like that.
Every time girlfriend coming here.
Okay, your time is up, Mr. Grish. Good attempt. So they failed in the second attempt, right? So I'm giving the last round for them to persuade Guna Naidu to stand up. Azam, this is your last attempt. All out. No physical contact, huh?
So this is my last chance. You better get up.
Oh, cannot. Sorry. I like sit down. Yes. Why not? You join together?
There's a hint there. Over there. Okay. So, Mr. Azam. Okay, Mr. Gurmeet, your last attempt. There's a hint over there just now. Naidu give it to you. Yeah. If you can read between the lines.
Join to me.
I'll sit on you.
Come on. No, come join. Play Facebook. No, this one, good.
Let's stand and join that.
No. Join, come. What's your code number to play Facebook?
Okay, I'll only make you stand.
Play Facebook.
No issues. When
WeChat.
I cannot see it from here. No, you have to stand it and show it.
Okay. Come.
Mr. Gurmeet, your time is up. Sorry about that. And Mr. Girish, your last attempt. Come on.
Would you like to be my friend?
Can, but I have to sit because I have to reply so many messages. You see?
Okay, and
WeChat. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? See, what's up, man?
I'll send you a message saying that I'm going to teach you
No,
on the
2 minutes.
WhatsApp.
No. Cannot. See. WhatsApp important. You see? What, 1,000 message?
Oh my God.
Okay, Mr.
1,000
Girish,
message.
your time is up. Thank you. Give big hands to these people, right? So, they failed in their attempt to persuade Guru Naidu to stand up. Do you want me to show you how to get Guru Naidu to stand up? It's very simple, actually. The first step is to sit down with him. Mr. Naidu?
Yes, how are you?
If I show you how to get up, would you get up?
No, but for me, it's this one here.
Okay? So if I show you how to get up, do you want to get up?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Put your legs up there. Yeah? And push your body to stand up. Just like that. That's how you do it, actually. You don't need any motivation, you need any bribe. Just you need to show how to stand up. Okay? A very big hand to these people. Thank you very much.
all the other than that.
Okay, please be on the stage. We have some token of appreciation to you guys. You can give me all, actually. Okay. Thank you, Gurmeet, for participating. Sorry. Thank you, Azam, for participating. Thank you, Naidu, for standing up. And thank you, Girish. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Okay. Want to take photo? Okay. A quick one. All right, thank you. A big hand to these guys. Now, there's our learning points inside the game, actually. Okay. Do you have problems when you want to push agents? You give money, but they're not moving. Happens, right? You give motivation, you send them to motivation sessions, all with a rah-rah thing and everything, with the sound and everything. But does that move the agent sometimes? Probably not. Okay? You might give some push in terms of knowledge and everything. It might work, but sometimes the agents are not producing. You need to roll your sleeves up and show the way. Okay, you need to do a lot of coaching with your agents, especially the millennial agents, actually. All the way coaching, mentoring, coaching, and mentoring. And you will be hearing of these coaching and mentoring words throughout every event. MDRT says that. I think your convention says that. You must do it. Because sometimes people want to be successful. People know the expectation at the end of the road. But how to do it, they don't have a clue. Remember, millennials don't have information about the industry itself. Now, to show and illustrate this key learning point, there's one video I like to show that's called Leading India. Have a look at the video and you understand what I'm saying about recently. Can we have the video?
सर आपके लिए उस पार कार का इंतजाम किया है सर आइए सर ये चल चल फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो I hate this country. तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले 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 लगा हाथ के पाँव रखो और चलो पकड़ के चलो, फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो, फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो, फलक पकड़ के उठो और हवा पकड़ के चलो। तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले, तुम चलो तो हिंदुस्तान चले, हिंदुस्तान चले, चलो।
Well, I know you appreciate the video, and I appreciate the video actually. Okay, it inspires me every time I see the video. You got to start first with our agents. You got to lead these people, and you got to have your hands dirty to start off with these people, right? Go back to the basic of leadership, and last of not least, your millennials can change the world. They've done it before. Governments being toppled, governments being replaced. Okay, your company can have a bad image just because a comment came out in the social media and so on. Now, millennials are not rebels. They are collaborators, and they are wired or wireless with technology to make it happen. The simple logic towards it that anything you do must be for a reason, and anything you do must have logical reason besides that to add up to your process actually. Okay, so always remember millennials can change the course of a company, and they can change the course of your agency for the betterment or for the worse. Your choice to manage these people. You need to embrace these people, and you need to manage these people. All right? Thank you very much for listening to my boring talk for 1.5 hours. Hey, but wait. One last thing. All right? Never stop having fun in this business. Because do what you do best. You inspire people every day. You guys inspire me to come to work every day. Continue to lead these people to more success. And I wish you all the best throughout this forum and throughout your career, and have a good time in Osaka. I would like to finish up my talk today with a song dedicated to all the good leaders over here, to the best leaders of Ageas. Okay? Those who know this song, sing with it. Those who do not, just clap with it. And those who can't do both, well, you can just watch other people sing. Right? Thank you very much. Can I have you guys to stand up? And I want to dedicate this song to you guys. Can we have the song? Thank you very much, guys. God bless you.